Okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Hopefully it's all clear. Don't all join at once. Test, test, test. So it's just going to be some random stuff, basically. Just going to chat away, I think. Yeah. So I plan. You know what? Maybe I should wait for one person to join at least. Let's do that. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, whoever's the one viewer. Can you hear me? Okay. Yo, 3 people in the live stream. Oh shit. 4. Oh damn. Right. Run away, man. Run away up. It's almost like the Tommy Robinson, the Tommy Robinson live stream. Yeah. So pretty much. Yeah. Sounds fine. Yeah. Okay. Sick. The only. Well, if I play a video, because I've got 1 or 2 videos I need to watch. I don't know. We'll see. How the audio keeps up. As in, I might need to reduce it or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of weird not being able to hear myself though, actually. So that's a bit strange, man. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could get someone to join and like chat to them. This feels a bit weird. So obviously the masterpiece in the background is done by AI, and I cropped out the name of their website or whatever. Credit to them, but it just looked shit with the name in it. So basically, I have a lot of criticisms, you could say, of what is being said. The narratives, for lack of a better term. I just think a lot of it doesn't make sense with regards to this war, and well, just bad time management and whatnot. I've struggled to, I don't know, find the time, or I don't want to make excuses because there certainly aren't any. Yeah, I'm not been like super productive in other stuff, such that I've been too busy for this. It's more like just sleeping and stuff. So yeah, just loads of different areas, So I'm not sure where to start. What I thought is, instead of doing like different clips about it, I thought I'll just do a live stream for like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or something, and I'll just run through them. Whoever watches and interacts does so, and then I can clip out the individual, lines of questioning, if you will, and I can drop them as separate sort of clips if people want to watch them. Yeah, man. Drop a comment. There's 4 of you in it. Drop a comment, man. There should be at least 4 comments by now. What's going on? Is anyone from the Tommy Robinson live stream on this? I feel like this is not quite straight. Or am I looking at the wrong screen? Maybe, I don't even know. Yeah, what we're saying, yeah, is hello there. Are you from the Tommy? Oh, Tommy, Tommy. Are you from the Oh Tommy Tommy live stream? Are you on about the one where you had a lot of risk? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't get to read all of the comments, but it's probably fair to categorize it as, live stream with a lot of racist people. Probably, that's probably true. You can't. Okay, so I'm using StreamYard. It probably says on there, and you can't. Okay, don't make it like so. I'm associated. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not saying you're associated with it. How did you find it? We might as well just have an in-person chat. In person, sorry. I don't even know what I meant. How did you find that live stream? So I know two of the viewers. I don't know who the other two are. I've got this video loaded up as well. It's this guy who's, I'll show you guys a screen. I was thinking about sort of this guy's just chatting shit basically. Hold on. How do we add this? Bro, how do you add? Oh crap! Yeah, present. Oh, share screen. And I've got too many tabs open, so there's that. Here we go. This bad boy right here. Yeah, so I've got this guy. I was thinking about watching. So I watched like the first 2 minutes, and I just thought, you know what? Let's watch it. Go on, I'll just go for it, man. I don't know what's going on in terms of how best to orientate this and whatnot. Let me know how the audio is as well if I need to change it.
I did this last time too. Rabbi Manis Friedman, we are recording. Thank you so much for joining me on my podcast today.
Thank you for inviting me.
So Rabbi Manis Friedman, for those who don't know, is the most popular rabbi on YouTube with
How's the audio?
nearly
The two together?
500,000 followers. So I'd love to ask you first about the war that Israel is in and what your thoughts are, what Netanyahu should do, what Israel should do. So let's start there. What's going on?
Audio good. Awesome. This guy's crazy, honestly.
The first thing is, Netanyahu doesn't ask me what he should do. I don't think I can tell him what to do. But if you want my reaction to what's going on...
Is it better in the middle or what? I feel like a sideman.
I need to clarify the words that are bandied around. What is the definition of a civilian? What is the definition of...
I don't know if I should be seriously should this be a serious reaction video? Because this is just stupid. I guess I wish there were more people in the chat so we could chat. But 2 is still good, yeah. Middle or side is fine, just covers their clothes, yeah. Well, he's got a big beard, man. I don't want to cover his beard,
Proportionate reaction. And what is the definition of genocide? Because we get very confused, and many Jews are feeling guilty. There's no reason to feel guilty. Civilians are not to be killed. But how do you know who's a civilian?
Is it like
the civilian identifies himself?
Got loads of screens on.
So just to say you're killing civilians, first of all, who is a civilian? The guy who makes bullets in a factory, is he a civilian? The guy who makes boots for the soldiers, is he a civilian? A civilian is a very broad word, and you've got to give it some definition.
I know that women and children are probably civilians. Like if there's a kid who's 10 years old or a woman who's unarmed?
The rabbi's not sure
And
about
how
that.
are they supposed to identify themselves as civilians
I
before
don't
they
know.
get bombed?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know. But how is the soldier who's being shot at supposed to identify the civilian? I don't know.
But isn't the onus of
Bro,
responsibility
what the
on the
flip is this
one
guy on
doing the
about?
shooting? So if
Not
the
if his life,
U.S.
not if his life is in danger. No.
But the Israeli soldier who went into Gaza, his life is in danger because he went into Gaza.
Well, that's
So
called war. So
right,
either call off war, but don't say you can have a war without killing civilians.
yeah.
It's
You can
just
say no
straw
more
manning,
war.
innit? It's just stupid, man. Should I just speed this up or what?
Well, I guess look, I agree. In war, civilians die. It is inevitable. It's an inevitable tragedy. But I would hope that we would agree that in war, civilians die, and it's an inevitable tragedy. But the word tragedy is the piece I'm sticking on to here. Like that, I feel like that's important for Judaism, for us to
I don't think the
not
guy
want
is a
to
Jew,
kill
the one with the
civilians
suit.
and
Or
to
maybe, I don't think he is.
do so extremely reluctantly.
Yeah, but let's not be inconsistent.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about tragedy, the death of a soldier is also a tragedy. Why are soldiers disposable? They're not.
Well, the soldiers who are dying, the Israeli soldiers who are dying are the ones going into Gaza. I'm just saying that why is there this callousness? That's what I don't get. Like if a woman in
Calling you out,
Afghanistan or
bro. He's calling
Ukraine
you
or
out.
America or Gaza or Israel dies, we should say, "Wow, that's so terrible that that woman or that child died." And yes, war is a terrible thing, but do we no longer have empathy for women and children who are dying in warfare?
And why don't we have empathy for the soldiers who are dying?
Because the soldiers, should we have the same level of empathy for women and children dying as we should for soldiers dying?
Yeah, life is life, death is death.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
you.
But if you're like,
Who's not having empathy for soldiers dying? Unless you're obviously on the opposing side. I don't think. I don't, sort of most governments or whatever, or the West anyway, who support Israel, they show empathy or whatever, sympathy for the Israeli soldiers who are being killed. So I don't know what he's in about. What is he in about, man?
a woman,
Do they? I mean, this guy in the suit. I don't know his name. Maybe I should know his name. Jake. That's the easy one. Yeah, this Jake. I'm sure he has empathy for the guy who's just the empathy or sympathy. I'm not really sure which one it is, but for the Israelis dying soldiers.
and you're not holding a gun and you're just
Like, who's
trying
he
to make
arguing
dinner,
against, man? I don't
and
get it.
then you get
The rabbi.
bombed and now you're dead. Isn't that different from a soldier marching into Gaza and then getting shot by someone in Hamas?
You can make the argument the other way too. The soldier is trying to protect his country, and he's risking his life.
Right, not gonna lie, I feel like this
And
is
if he
just a shit
dies, it's a terrible
conversation now.
tragedy. We shouldn't make that distinction so clearly because it makes it sound like soldiers are meant to die. that is not sympathetic.
Well, they're not meant to die, but should we have any? I mean, should the Israeli army take any responsibility to avoid? I think they do, by the way. But
Yeah,
should they
do.
take responsibility to avoid killing civilians?
They do.
Yeah. So, but I guess
I
your
might
stance
speed this
is
shit
that
up,
if
man.
a
It's so
soldier
slow.
dies, it's the same as if a woman dies or a man or
Yeah. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion of it is
What is the
we have to
conclusion,
have
good sir?
peace.
Mhm.
Soldiers
Yeah.
shouldn't die. And buildings shouldn't be destroyed. It's all tragic. So how do you get to peace? That's the question.
Yeah. How do you get to peace?
Well, so first of all, the definition of peace, according to the Torah, is your enemy will not attack you again for at least 40 years.
I'm like Tom.
That's called peace. But if they're going to attack
Tom
you
the
again in 10
Don.
years, as
Holy
has been the
shit.
case in Israel, you've never had peace. You've had a ceasefire. Why is there no peace in the Middle East?
Tom, do you think I should keep
After
listening to
all
this
the
guy?
wars, there's still
Just
no
chatting
peace.
shit, man.
None of the wars were decisive enough to bring 40 years of peace.
Nuke
Which
them,
means we
that's what
never
he's
had
coming
peace.
on to.
If Israel had been more aggressive and killed more people, then there'd be peace, is what you're saying.
Well, if Israel's policy was
Yeah.
a little more firm, like, for example, if you start a war with us,
Trust
we're
me,
not
bro.
going to accept the
Just
ceasefire
chatting rubbish,
until
man.
we've destroyed you.
Yeah.
Just relying on a ceasefire in
Hello there. Not really, not necessarily. I mean, there's nothing serious being said, you know. I do have a list of things that I want you to run through and explain why I think they're stupid. But I just don't know when to do it, man. Yeah, Tom, I've watched. I do listen to Scott Ritter. He got raided recently by the FBI, didn't he? But yeah, sorry. Hello there. Have you, do you want to drop your name so I can refer to you properly? But no, I just listened to the first few minutes of this, like actually maybe like 2 weeks ago or something, and yeah, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I just thought, yo, this is a load of shit, man. It's ridiculous. Maybe I should like react to it, but actually, it's not even. So far, it's just like a nothing conversation, so I'm not even sure there's anything to say. So, no disrespect to this Jake guy. That might be more like a short content view. Yeah, yeah, but then I have to like record like various separate videos, and I just thought if I just sit here for like 2 hours and just talk, then I can just pull out clips that are separate. Shall we just you want to run through one? I don't know how to best do this yet. Basically, I just think several of the sort of narratives are just, can you say bollocks probably on sort of stream or whatever. I have some notes as well, guys. Not necessarily. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would still probably write these notes, but they're useful. So which do you wanna run through one of them? Yeah. Okay. So it's almost like okay. Let's do that. So from this point onwards, I'll mark the time. I'll clip this out as a separate video. Yeah. Okay. And let's look at one of them, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go with this, right? So we've been constantly told, right, that you can say Hamas on live, I hope, or on YouTube, I think. Or I don't know, people say H and whatever. Said it now anyway, whatnot. We were told and have been told and are constantly told that they use civilians as human shields, right? And they are. This is what I regularly hear, that they're cowards who won't stand up like men and fight with the IDF, who are, the bravest, the most moral army in the world, as we all. It's just a stupid statement to make. Okay, side note, they should drop the most moral army in the world, because you set the bar so high, literally no army is going to meet it. And it's so far from the most moral army that it's almost like an oxymoron, and you're just asking for it every time they like grape people, and you know what I mean, and just bombed the hell out of like civilians, So it's really a stupid thing to be saying, right? So they should drop that. That's my advice. Anyway, back to the point. So we're constantly told that Hamas doesn't fight. The cowards who hide behind people, whatever. The point I'm getting onto is why I think that's BS is because if you look at the start of the war, start of this flare up, whatever you want to call it, when the IDF initially, I should probably take these guys off the back as well, shouldn't I? Yeah, so this is a clip from a live stream, by the way, if you're watching in general. Guerrilla warfare. Yeah, but bro, this is what I'm saying. So, what I'm doing a really shit job of getting to, and I'll work on it going forward. So bear with. They cleared the north. Do you remember? Let me just pull up. I don't know, a few sources or whatever, you know, to show you guys, right? So the IDF cleared, right, the north of Gaza, didn't they? And they moved just over 1 million people south, right? Call me out, guys, if I'm wrong on that. I'm trying to get the everything I pull up is kind of new, you know. Right. Let's go with Times of Israel. Yeah, because they can't say that I'm going with biased sources, right? The Israelis is Israeli complete? Are you asking me? Just double check that. What I'm going to go on to show you guys is these guys are saying that these are cowards who hide behind civilians. We can go further into this claim, but really what I want to show you here is they cleared the north. The IDF claimed to have cleared the north. They pushed all the population down to southern Gaza or towards sort of Gaza City and beyond. And yet there were so many clashes, so much RPG fire, you know, so many. I'm thinking about the most appropriate terms to use. You know, IEDs set in place. You know, Yasin fire, RPG fire in the north. In the north is my point. So when these guys said at the start of the war, they said, we're clearing Gaza, the civilians. The IDF urges you to move south. And they gave them like however many days to do it. Again, yeah, bear with, because I'm trying to like figure out how to do this. Like, it's quite a skill, like chatting, trying to keep your mind on task and also trying to find shit on the other screen. So yeah, at the same time, when these guys have cleared the north, there are IDF members being killed in the north. So who's fighting them? Because if Hamas is in the north while you've just cleared the north of civilians, then I don't think they're hiding behind humans, are they? And you know, this whole thing of cowards that hide behind women and children and all of this, I don't think that's true, bro. I don't think that's true, bro. And I mean, the other thing we can go on to do is go through the actual videos that Hamas released themselves and various groups, various resistance groups. You know, call them what you want. I'm kind of you know, I'm an observer. Like I don't necessarily weigh in on one or the other or whatnot, but I'm just trying to be like objective in it. You say they hide behind civilians. This is something that's been constantly said. Obviously, if I was speaking to someone, which would be ideal, who supports this claim, you know, if there is anyone, shout out. We can have a chat. They would likely come forward with a further comment and say, oh well, this instance, that, and then we can discuss that. But I'm just giving an example of where how can that claim be made in this circumstance? And in fact, the total opposite, a full 180 of that claim is what we're seeing. You've cleared the north of civilians, and you are being killed in the north. I don't know what the hell's up in there. And you're being killed in the north. Or over there. So who's killing you? Because there aren't any civilians to hide behind. And again, if you go as far as actually looking at watching the headcam footage, the recording, the spotters who are watching the resistance fighters in Gaza, who are clashing with the IDF, you can see that these guys are stood in front of tanks. They're firing at tanks. You know, they're firing at soldiers. You don't see a civilian in sight. And again, we can corroborate dates here. Is what we can do. We can look at the dates where Israel said it cleared the north and so on. The civilians are all south. And then we can look at the dates of, when Israel has admitted, which they don't do very much, that they've lost soldiers. We can look at the footage that various resistance groups have released, liquidating these soldiers. Soldiers just being a neutral term, shall we say. And I think that claim there, with that example, just falls flat on its face. So what do you think of that? While I have a look at this. If that was coherent enough, I don't know. What do you guys think of that there? So I'm just on the Times of Israel. I don't understand how you can say that they are fighting behind civilians when you clear the civilians from the north and then you're fighting them in the north. That's really what I'm saying, innit? Obviously we're talking about earlier on, and there's many other examples we can give, but does that make any sense, man? Does that make any sense to you? Is that cowarding behind civilians? Is that an example of cowarding behind civilians? And this isn't just like one clash or one day. Man, we're talking about weeks and weeks, What you guys think, man? Let's pull this up on screen. Am I sharing anything? I'm not, so let's share. Let's share the. Right, how's that for you guys? Can you see that all right? Yeah. Don't mind the fitna on the side, hold on. For the brothers out there. Yeah, is that better? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, there's no fit or fill option on this. That's a bit crap. I'll just leave it like that. Anyway, yeah, more an idea than a group of people. G to J. Yeah, take care. Hello there. I'll see you soon, bro. Hopefully. Look after yourself. Yeah, Tom, yeah, more of an idea than a group of people. Did you? Yeah, maybe I don't understand well enough. Maybe like I haven't got the depth of understanding here. I get it. They say it's an ideology, right? And it can't be militarily defeated. Okay, look, because that brings me on to another point, bro. Hamas is not the only group in Gaza. If we're sticking to Gaza, by the way, obviously we've got the West Bank and where there's various other fractions and so on there as well. But I think just from memory, I think there's like 9 different military resistant groups in Gaza. And some of them are like secular. Do you know what I mean? One of them again from memory, I'll double check, was like started by a Christian guy, or Christian, however you want to pronounce it. So, you know, this whole, it's like, okay, if there wasn't Hamas, there would be another group, and, you know, they might not have exactly the same ideology, but they're still going to pick up arms and build up arms and fight. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I'm not even read through this if I want to do. So 3 months into the war, yeah, it says dismantle the network in the north, right? So, okay, Army says it killed commanders of Hamas battalion that carried out. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Soldiers in the north. Are they saying 176 IDF troops killed at that point? Probably. Surely they would have said like we've killed thousands by then of the fighters, right? Palestinian unity is a big threat to the Israel entity. Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt in that, you know. If they were united across the West Bank and Gaza, what position would they be in right now? I don't know the answer to that question. But certainly you'd imagine, you know, united they're stronger. And the reason I say there's no doubt in that is, what's his face, Netanyahu, you know, he's on record saying, isn't he, you know, we keep the funding for Hamas going, not to say he's personally giving it, but you know, the whole control the flame, the height of the flame, keep them divided, the West Bank and Gaza, no partners for peace, you know. It works well, innit? It works well. Yeah. Yeah. But I've just been scrolling past this, guys. I'm not even reading. So if you've just joined or whatnot, it's a bit of a refutation, man. What can I say? It's a bit of a refutation. The claim that Hamas hides behind civilians, the cowards that won't come in front, because I hear this twat here, that Elon Levy guy. In my personal opinion, not saying it's necessarily objective, so don't sue me or anything for defamation, but I feel that you're a twat, Elon Levy, right? And he often says, "Oh, they're cowards who they hide behind women. They won't fight with the IDF men. You know, they won't fight with men. They're not. You know, they won't fight with the diaper force." And what I'm saying here is, when the IDF told all the civilians to move south here, so they cleared the north, is what they said, of civilians. They then clashed. They had heavy clashes, and we can go through them, where IDF members were killed. So if the IDF is admitting having cleared the North Gaza of civilians, and the IDF has gone in on ground, and the IDF is saying, "Oh, such and such of the IDF has died, such and such has died," we know as a minimum there are guys there armed who are killing them. These guys are obviously not cowards hiding behind women and children as is being claimed, and they are fighting you on the battlefield, aren't they? So that's really the point I was making here. Guys, is this working okay? Because mine's like kind of flickering, man. It's kind of flickering on my end. Let's check. Is it all good, yeah? Ugh. Camera's like gone off, man. What the hell's happened? Ooh. what's going on. Ugh, I don't want to close this and like start it again, man. Why is the camera gone off? Why would anyone know? That would be weird. Anyway, guess you just can't see me for a bit then. Yeah, I don't know. Where have I gone? The camera's here. I don't know where I've gone. Oh shit. They're on to me, man. Guys, I think I've been hacked. I've just been hacked by the Shimbet, man. Bro, why is the camera not working? I don't understand. I can't even it's not even easy to just plug it, like unplug it. Right, we were just reading a lovely article. Shall we just keep reading for a second? So, I mean, does anyone have any questions on that? This feels just weird, man. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, obviously we can run through some articles and stuff. I'm not sure I can actually show, maybe we can, the actual videos, you know, of clashes and so on. But do you guys get what I'm saying? Tom, you're responsive, yeah? What do you think of what I've said there? Does it make sense? I know there's 5 of you guys in the chat, so if you guys, I'm just curious, like, does the argument I'm making there, or refutation, does it make sense? Do you guys think it makes sense, or am I talking crap? I know what's happened. Maybe. Oh, it's switched my camera in it. Oh no, it hasn't. What's going on? Oh, fuck. Okay, yo. Well, that's not it, but there we go. What do you think? This is really educational for me. Yeah, I don't know if you're taking the piss. I mean, I'm guessing because you're saying Professor you are taking the piss. So, yeah, man. But listen, if you think I'm chatting shit, tell me why, innit? Okay, camera's back. Tell me why, innit? How's this gonna end? The whole war? Bro, I'm not taking the piss, okay. Tell me what you've learned then. Tell me what you've learned then. Antonia, is it, yeah? So much. Yeah, that's therefore taking the piss. Yeah, Tom, I don't know how it's gonna end, bro. I don't know. I thought there's likely to be a massive flare up potentially now. Antonia. I've received intel from the Shin Bet and Mossad, and they have told me who you are. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, you'll soon see. You won't even see it. You won't hear it, but fucking precision drone. No, I shouldn't joke about that. Yeah, no, Tom, bro, we should get you on live, bro. Get your camera out, man. Yeah, I thought there might be a regional war, you know, with this whole thing, but obviously Hezbollah's attack, it's unclear what the actual damage was. I know on Al Mayadeen, is it? Was Al Mayadeen? Is that a Lebanese news source? I think maybe. But they spoke about, you know, and Nasrullah did a speech last week-ish, the same day of the attack, saying that, you know, they think it's successful and so on, as in they did what they meant to do and so on. And Iran is yet to do anything. You know what they'll do. You know, if they'll do anything, whether they won't. You know, I don't know. To answer the question, yeah, my uneducated, just observer sort of view, I just think it's quite possibly might just stay like this, man. I think it might just carry on like this, where basically Iran, Hezbollah, you know, Egypt, you know, no one really wants to a full-blown war. Obviously they don't. I mean, why would you, you know? Bro, I don't necessarily agree. This is what I was going to disagree with there, because a lot of people will say, as you have there, right, all talk. Nasrullah gossip girl. The thing is, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, man. If you've got millions of civilians that you're responsible for, and I understand obviously there's a huge cause, man. There's a huge cause, the Palestinian cause, the massacre in Gaza, you know, the genocide in Gaza. You have to step up in it. Like, something needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? But I can imagine that a leader in the region, you know, I mean, let's just take the Lebanese situation, right? You know, they're in such a dire situation themselves, really. The risk of basically going into an all-out war with Israel, I mean, you know, so many of your civilians are also just going to be killed, man. Okay, basically, I don't envy the position. Like, how do you make that calculation? Do you get what I mean, Tom? And maybe similar with Iran and Tony, as you're saying, that they're cats. Again, I'm not defending what they've done and the position they're in. Honestly, I don't really know. I'm kind of neither here nor there. I'm just kind of learning about it, I would say. But when the comment is made, or the sort of accusation is made that it's all talk, you know, no action, whatever. Yeah, my kind of thought goes to, okay, they are probably doing more to support the Palestinian cause than anyone else. Generally, I'm not, you know, necessarily a supporter of any of these groups, to be honest. But just as an observer, I think they are, you know. And if let's just say they just set off all their missiles now, they're going to get blown apart themselves as well, you know. I mean, let's take Iran. So if Iran set off, there are like some crazy estimates of like 1 million missiles. I don't know if that's true. Obviously, they can't launch them all at once. But if they, I don't know, what do you want them to do? Well, I mean, okay, that's a question, isn't it? Houthis doing bits, yeah. Like, what exactly would you want them to do? Engage in a full-scale war with Israel. You know, Israel has a nuclear power as well, man. I can't remember where exactly I saw, but it was estimating, you know, hypothetically, if Israel launched a nuke on Tehran, they would kill, like, what was it, 500,000 people? Pretty quick. Yeah, I can't remember the facts exactly off the top of my head, how quick, you know, the blast radius and whatnot, but it's generally, you know, people have an idea of what nuclear war means. And it's obviously it's kind of, well, if they did that, you might think that a nuke might come from somewhere else towards them. Who knows? I don't know. But my point is, man, what, as you say, like, it's impossible to balance, isn't it? Be brave and take initiative. All right, come on, Tom. All right, okay, listen. You tell me what you would do, because honestly, if you put me in any of these guys' positions, be it Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, Iran, Egypt, how far do you want to go? Who else? Turkey. Turkey's another one. You know, a lot of talk. A lot of talk. What would you do? What would you do? Or I guess the more difficult question is, because with Turkey and stuff, you can say, look, stop giving them vegetables, man. You know what I mean? Stop providing oil and so on. You know. And okay, yeah, that's probably gonna have quite the repercussion economically. But you know, this is like, these are sacrifices that you can make, probably, you know. Um, but okay, like, I don't know, overwhelmed the Iron Drone. Yeah, but bro, this is what I'm saying to you. So, who do you want to use as an example? Do you want to go with Hezbollah or Iran? If you go with Hezbollah, right, Nasrullah, I just said right. Oh shit, my headset's gone off. Oh, it's fine anyway. I'm not listening to anything. You can still hear me, yeah? Just let me know you can hear me. What exactly is he supposed to do? So Hezbollah is supposed to have an estimated 100,000 rockets as well, right? I believe. So yeah, it's clear. Yeah, no problem. 100,000 roughly, right? And in his recent speech, he said, "We haven't launched any ballistic missiles." Or in that last attack, they didn't anyway. So what do you want them to do? Because if they go full scale war with Israel, Lebanon's done as well, isn't it? Realistically, the Israelis will come in with their F-16s and just blast everything. And if you brought Israel down right to, you know, if they were really in a position of you know, existential crisis, as I often go on about, which I don't think they really are, man. You know, they have what do they call it, the Samson option. You know, I smile because it's just like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, you know, these guys will probably nuke you. Like, they're going to nuke you before you destroy them. So I'm not saying there's no military option to defeating them. I'm just saying, like, if we criticize Nasrullah in this example for not all talk, no action, you know, not engaging enough, not letting off enough fire, you know, as I say, I'm not an expert in it, so maybe you're right in it, maybe there's some truth to that, I don't know. But also, what do you want them to do? Like, I'm curious what exactly you want them to do. Like, go full scale war, like you say, try and overwhelm the Iron Dome. They did have Hamas overwhelmed the Iron Dome, didn't they, on October 7th? That was the code. They said 5,000 rockets. They launched so many rockets in various swarms, and they did overwhelm the Iron Dome. So just doing that in and of itself is not gonna do anything. So, Tom, tell me, bro, or anyone else who's in here, what do you guys think they should do? Like, I'm really not sure, man. I think the support for Israel has to stop, man, really. And change needs to come from within as well. Change needs to come from within as well, man. I don't think it's coming from within, man. If you look at these polls that they release, it's not coming from within. You know, madness. And here's another point that I think is interesting. If Israel is found guilty of genocide in a number of years, I'm getting ignored. That's because I'm alive, man. I have to treat everyone equally. I don't even know what to say now, bro. Anyway, there we go. Tom, come on, man. You're not responding. You said overwhelmed the Iron Dome. And then what, bro? And then what? So oh, here, guys, here's another one, man. These guys, yeah, the videos they share of them fighting. Do you ever... You're tired, yeah, fair enough. Do you ever see them actually bloody killing anyone? It's very rare. Okay, if you follow the resistance fighters as well, they don't just stand around and shit, you know, to the point where you could sit outside a window like this idiot here. Oh my gosh. I have no doubt there's actually no one there that he's firing at. There's no one there that he's firing at, I can guarantee that. You know, China could provide support. Well, like how though, bro? Tell me how, innit? Obviously, they do have trade with Iran, don't they? I believe. Well, China does, I think so, innit? And Russia does. So like, I don't know what else are they gonna do. Like if they went full scale with Israel, if that's what you're suggesting, then you probably have got a nuclear war, man, because you got the US behind Israel as well. So, what do you reckon? I'll just leave this as it is, you know, when I upload it, or leave it to upload. These guys just shoot at nothing. Like, who are you guys fighting right now? Who are they fighting there where there's just destroyed buildings? There's obviously no civilians unless they're living under a rock there, yeah. You know, who are they shooting at? I can guarantee there's no one there. They're just stupid propaganda videos, just shitty videos that they always put out. That's one. Two, if they say there's people there, then they're not hiding behind human shields, are they? They're obviously not, because there's no humans there, because there's barely any buildings, man. Chaos from the inside is some covert shit. It's not really their, like, interest necessarily either, is it? Like, you know. So, I mean, the question was, bro, what should Iran do and what should Hezbollah do? Because that's who we were criticizing for not doing enough. You know, all talk, no action, whatnot. Be good if we could get someone to translate. So what a load of shit, basically. What a load of shit. Anyway, I think I'll, since there's no one here anymore, well, I think I'll leave it there. And I might pull out that clip. Not that it was the most coherent clip, but put it out there. See if the shim bit get onto it. See if I'll make it to see another day. Yeah, man. Okay, cool. Well, if you watched all of this, hit the like button. Yeah, just bear with me as always. Just trying to get a handle on how best to, navigate this and stuff. And I have quite a few other sort of notes here. Let's see. So we just watch this far. Why not? Just a bunch of bullshit lies that these Israeli sides are often saying, and I just think there's just proof of the contrary, and I would like someone to hear me out on this, I guess, and then just engage, man. It doesn't need to be. I don't want to debate anyone, by the way, but just like I don't know. I would like to hear the response, because if there is a genuine response that is correct and I'm incorrect, I'd like to know, really, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna cut it in a second, guys. Yeah, if you watched this far, drop a comment. Let me know what you think, what you thought, how I can improve. If there's anything in particular you want to hear going forward. I should probably do this like maybe once a week or something for education. I hope you wrote notes, yeah, because there is a test. Anyway, check this picture out. That's not it. Oh my god, crazy. So yeah, man, what do you guys think? What do you guys make of this live? I don't need this anymore, do I? Yeah, we're gonna make it a weekly. What do we call it though? Yeah, I used AI to make it. It was free. It's because the room's a bit of a mess at the moment, because they're doing sort of painting the other room, so there's just a lot of shit in here. So yeah, that's about it, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. I guess I'm waiting for it to reach 1 hour. So yeah, so just click like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below whatever you want, and if you know anyone. If you know anyone who, if you watch this one, you know anyone who's willing to sort of engage in this topic, just have a conversation and whatnot, I'm totally down for that. Yeah, let me know. I'm just waiting for it to get to 1 hour. I don't know why. 10, 9, 8, 6, 4,